First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Kadash, and the Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh, and His unbegotten Son, Ba'ashem, and the name of Mashiach Yahushua. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashwan Kadas, the Holy Tongue. When I say Barakatham to the elders, Wa'akim Ma'akbaf, and I say Shalom. And this is a sit-down lesson of another round of prophecy updates, another day, and Wadi Habashim Shai. For giving me the opportunity, chance to do these sit-down lessons. And, including the elders Wa'akim, Wadi Habashim Shai for that. So once again, this is a sit-down lesson of the latest rounds of prophecy updates that we see in our world today. And this is a news article. This is from Medvedev from RT.com. And it goes into the wars and rumors of war, especially with the Russia-Ukraine situation, been intensifying ever since then. It says, as of August the 13th, 2024, it says Medvedev promised punishment for the Kurdish incursion. It says the Ukrainian government will face ramifications for attacking Russia, the ex-president has said. It says Ukraine is certain to face retaliation for its large-scale offense on Kursk region. Last week, former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev has said, speaking at a meeting ruling the United Russian Party on Tuesday. It says Medvedev, who is the party chairman as well as the head of Russian Security Council, weigh in on Ukraine's attack on the Kursk region, which had been Kharkiv's largest outbreak in the conflict. It says Moscow has called the assault provocation, accusing Kharkiv of indiscriminate strikes on civilians. It says while informing the Russian authorities should do their best to help the thousands of evacuees. I believe it's like 70,000 evacuees had evacuated the area of that last week, what Ukraine did against Russia. It says who have been forced to leave their homes. He claimed that Ukraine will undoubtedly receive a deserved punishment. It says this retaliation, he added, in savage, very different kinds of ramifications for those who have done this. It says including for the leadership of the Kharkiv national regime. So let's look up some more news articles. It says EU state foreign minister accusing of preparing to flee country. This is another news article. It says Taiwan to get a new HIMARS missiles by the end of the year. It says the U.S. Rocket launches are in high demand due to the Ukraine conflict. The first batch of the U.S.-made HIMARS rocket launches could arrive in Taiwan by the end of 2024. Right, and that makes perfect sense because, tensions are escalating with Taiwan versus China as China continues to building up their military presence over there down in the South China Sea. As China and I say Taiwan and the United States, which is increasingly allies, as tensions are expanding down in the South China Sea. And this is a news article, especially with the tensions are rising between Iran and Israel. It says this is from August the 13th, 2024. It reads, Iran has a legitimate right to punish Israel. President mentioned Taiwan blames West Jerusalem for last month's assassination of Hamas leader Asmali Haniyeh in the Islamic Republic capital. It says Iranian's President Masoud Barzani, which is the newly elected president of Iran, has reiterated his country's intent to punish Israel for its aggression over what it has the cowardly assassination of Hamas political chief Esmaili Haniyeh in Tehran in late July. It says in a phone call in the Basin Secretary of State Cardinal Pascal Prolong on Monday, Pascal said the assassination violated all humanitarian and legal principles and that Iran has a legitimate right to retaliate. Israel has neither confirmed nor denied any involvement in the coup. Hanani, who was the military group chief negotiator in the indirect Gaza ceasefire talks, Israel was killed by a short-range projectile that hit the building where he was staying while visiting Iran for Hezbollah inauguration. It says Tehran and Hezbollah have both accused West Jerusalem for carrying out an assassination and has pled to punish Israel for their alleged crime. Yeah, the Iran-Israel situation is only going to heat up. Definitely goes into that wars and rumors of wars. It says India is eyeing. Oh yeah, keep this in mind. I would say like a couple of weeks ago, you had the United States was accusing India for teaming up with Russia. So as you see, the United States sent that warning to India like a couple of weeks back. Now India has a Shalom up, Yahweh Shem El Shab Rakatah to Yoyo Shalom up. Just like India, had that increase in cooperation. Because I believe, I'll say like a couple of weeks ago, close to a month. I remember I did a lesson on India had received missiles from Russia, and then not too long ago, you had the United States sent that warning towards India for cooperation with Russia. Now, this is a news article, the latest one. It says India eyeing a 1.2 billion nuclear deal with Russia, reports. It says Moscow is helping building the Kubdan Command, if I pronounce that right. It says the NPP in southern India is said about the largest atomic power plant in the country. New Delhi is working out a deal with Moscow for the supply of a nuclear fuel and core component for the upcoming unit of the nuclear power plant. So yeah, that's heating up. In the meantime, we'll bring out some more scriptures. Shalom up, Yahweh Shem El Shab Rakatah to Yoyo Shalom up. Shalom, Habashayah, Yahweh Shem El Shab Rakatah to Yoyo Shalom. This is Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. And it reads, it says, the prophets that have been before thee and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and great kingdoms of war, evil, and pestilence, right? So this makes perfect sense. I'm doing a sit-down lesson, just like it says in Ecclesiasticus 39 verse 1, it's the book of Sirach, 39 verse 1, occupying the prophecies, just like our great forefathers did, as I'm doing this sit-down lesson with the latest prophecies, that backs up with the scriptures of Yahweh Shem El Shab. So, in these modern day times, just like our forefathers did, we're prophesying against great countries and great kingdoms of war, evil, and pestilence. And the war, evil, and pestilence, is only going to continue to increase. So we get into the more new the latest more news articles. And then it has this is the latest one once again, especially with the Palestinians, especially the resistance of the Palestinians versus the Israel Defense Force, especially over there in the Gaza Strip throughout the whole region. And now over here in the United States, it says from the Jerusalem Post as of August the 13th, 2024, it reads, it says pro-Palestinian protest blocks Freeway 405 in West Los Angeles, which they recently had a clash not too long ago, and I believe it claimed a live of an old person. He was like 60-something years old, and then it was from an Ishmaelite who did that. So, hey, we might see these escalations ramp up once again. Hey, that second Esdras 9 verse 3, upwards in the people of the world. What's that? St. Mark 3 verse 23 through verse 26. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. It says a group of 50 pro-Palestinians briefly shut down a freeway in West Los Angeles. It says on Tuesday morning, leading a massive traffic buildup, according to the Los Angeles Times. Yeah, Luke 21, verse 25, expressing nations for perplexity and the seas rest one. And this is another news article as well, too. It says Lithuanian defense minister says Russian moving troops from Kaliningrad to the Kursk region. It says Lithuanian, and keep this in mind as well too. Like day before yesterday, I had mentioned I believe Belarus had deported some troops over there as well too, because they got accused from Ukraine about violating some type of something like that from a military perspective, I believe. So you have an increasing alliance building up between Belarus and Russia versus NATO. It says Lithuania Defense Minister Laurynas Kanauskas, if I pronounced the name right, said on Tuesday Russia was moving troops towards its ballistic enclave in the Kaliningrad to the southern Kursk region, the location of the unprecedented Ukrainian cross-border incursion. It says Kashukan made the remarks during a meeting with President Vladimir Zelensky in the Kyiv. A video post on the Ukraine's leader Telegram account showed. See some more. Oh yeah, and then there was another news article that just came out as well too. It was two of them earlier this morning when I had checked out. I'll say Hezbollah, was over there from Lebanon. They did another rocket launch. I believe it was like 4 or 5 missile launch, and I believe they had missed. But you had the Iron Dome from the IDF. They tried to target over there in Tel Aviv, but they missed those targets. So that shows you that the pro-Iranian groups against the IDF is heating up, especially over the cross borders of Lebanon and Israel. So it's heating up. And then this is a news article which was previously, like a couple of days ago. It says Iran holds military drills in north of country. It says Iran is holding its military drills in both of the north countries. The news agency reported on Tuesday, while the region bracing for Taiwan's vowed retaliation against Israel over the killing of Chief Azamali Hanani. And it says Taiwan last month. Yep, we're going to get into that. Ezekiel 38 and verse 4. While at the same time, we're seeing the Russia-Ukraine situation is heating up. And definitely Russia is going to be going to these nations as it's continue to heat up over there in Western Asia, which is the modern day term of the Middle East. This is Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 4. It says, "And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all life. Horsemen, all of them cloak, all sorts of armor, even a great company and buckle of shields, all of them handling swords," right? Because, Heavenly Father's going to continue putting that spirit in these Russians, putting the hooks back to these jaws. And this is, why we're seeing the Russia-Ukraine situation in Russia, which represents the bear of God and Omega. They're going to continue to be a guardian to these nations. And that's what we're seeing being played out in progress as we speak by Yahweh Shah. This is Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 5. Persia, which is Elam, Ethiopia, the Cushites, Libya, the Ishmaelites, with all of them will shield them. Right, and these are recently these same nations that building up alliance with one another. And it makes perfect sense that you had Russia recently deployed missiles over there to Iran. And then you had the Iranian troops developing and training over those ballistic missiles that Russia is going to send over there. And it says Persia, Ethiopia, Libya, all of them will shield him, right? Full equivalent armor shield him in that warlike mindset. It says Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 6, it says Gomer, which is the modern day Turks, and all his bands, the house of Togarmah, the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with you, right throughout Iraq and Syria. And you have the Kurdistan armies against the Turkish armies. Because you've been having, I'll say, a news article that just came out. I did a sit-down lesson on it for the third time. You had, I would say, the Turkish armies did a military operation over there for the third time, killing like dozens of people from the Kurdistan. Because you have the PKK and the YPG, which is a pro-Kurdistan groups going against the Turkish armies, because they've been at war with each other since 1984 until still to this day. So that definitely aligns with Ezekiel 38 chapter, even though Russia is going to be a guard to these nations. In Turkey, they play both sides of the fence, but at the end of the day, definitely for sure, they're going to continue the IDF, the Israel Defense Force, they're going to be their main target. And Russia is definitely going to be a guard unto them, as tensions are escalation throughout the whole region in the Middle East. Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 7. It says, "Be thou prepared, prepare for thyself and all thy companies that are assembled unto thee, be thou a guard unto them." Right, so Russia is going to be a guard to these nations of Iran, Ethiopia, Libya, and Turkey. as they target the Israeli Defense Force as it's heating up over there in the area. So with that, this was just a quick sit down lesson that I want to bring out of the latest prophecies updates. That goes into that wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Especially I brought out that Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, in verse 39, Isaiah 17 verse 1, Jeremiah 51 verse 46, and definitely Joel, the 3rd chapter, as it's heating up over there in the Valley of Jehoshaphat. So this Iran versus Israel situation is only going to heat up in the Russia-Ukraine situation as well too. And that definitely backs into that Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. So Russia is definitely going to be a god to these nations. So it all clicks up together. Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, verse 39, and Joel, the 3rd chapter. Revelation 11, verse 14, second will pass, behold, third will come quickly. So as I mentioned again, Thwadi Halashim as always, for giving us the opportunity to chance to these sit-down lessons and go out there on the highways and hedges as well too, and continue to occupy prophecies. Thwadi Halashim for that. Shalom to the Akim and some coming forward once again. Barakadam to you or yours. I say shalom. So with that, I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Karkadash, and the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, His unbegotten Son, Ba'ashem, and the name of Mashiach Yahushua. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashon Kodash, the Hutam. And Barakadam to the elders, Akim Akwaf, as always. Until the next time, I will say, Kwam Yasharala, and the Babu Shalom, Rise Israel.